All right, so this is my monthly goal setting for the month of January. Obviously, it's coming late. In the future, I'll be doing these at the beginning of the month instead of a week into it. And it'll be preceded by me going over how the last month went. But because I didn't really have an organized monthly goal for the last month, I'm not doing that and because it's now muddled with the previous week. So, here are my major goals to have achieved by the end of the month. First is establishing all of my basic level daily and weekly routines, the things that are kind of foundational. Um, and then start working on the first of my more like advanced or meta routines. So, the big one that's left is my eating. And so that my goals for that are just simply I want to eat like consciously, nutritiously in a way that supports my physical and mental health and that is um, ethical and um, just intentional. That's the beginning goal, like particularly around um, like when I'm just starting it, is to like know what I'm doing, to have a system for like meal planning, when I'm gonna be grocery shopping, have a sense of like how much my food is costing, and know like how much time it's gonna take to prepare it. And then my other goal is to establish my like routine mental health practice. I'll get to this in a minute, but like a bunch of my work is going to be towards that this month, the rest of this month. But specifically, that's like the start of some stuff that'll be fairly brief that I'll do every day or rotate through on a weekly basis, but have some form of daily practice um, that's ongoing and about like kind of maintaining my mental hygiene in a baseline. And then the more advanced, or I guess it's really a meta routine that I want to start, is um, doing a review of my routine or my routines. So to create a process for regularly and systematically looking at my routine as it currently is, what my goals are for it, and is it accomplishing those goals, um, and how can I improve it, and also like it generally like doing more research around the topic to figure out how I can improve it. Um, so then my next major goal is continuing to build up my knowledge and skills around mental health and resilience. So I'm gonna work through and take notes on a few different um, books and workbooks. So this is my list based on what I have right now. I'm probably gonna get some more books. I won't get to all. If I get a bunch more, I won't get to everything by the end of the month. But I may substitute some things, or depending on the pace, add some more. So I'm currently working on the dialectical behavioral therapy skills workbook. And then after that, I'm gonna start doing the ACT workbook I have from like my Kaiser group therapy program I was in. And then after that, I'm gonna do my Kaiser IOP workbooks. And then next, When Panic Attacks, which is about anxiety, and then Feeling Good, and then Self Compassion. Um, and so each of the that's kind of a list in like descending certainty and priority, um, in terms of like what I am sure is going to be useful to me, and then what I might replace with some other resources. But so that's the second big thing. And then the third is to start research on accountability and transformative justice stuff, and like personal work around that stuff and shame and guilt. So I'm going to work through the Moral Injury Workbook, which is this really cool resource I found yesterday, just browsing around. I mean, I skimmed some of it. I haven't like done it yet, so maybe it's not so cool, but it seems really cool. And then reading or consuming other forms of information on undetermined resources around those issues and ideas. And then finally, in terms of like amount of time I'm figuring this out, this is smaller but really important, is do a first pass and kind of level of review about implementing some strategies for increasing my organization, focus, and productivity. So the way that's going to be scheduled out is, so this week I've started on the DBT workbook, and then my main other goal is to finish my site and then finish designing my environment or decluttering it and to a like current level. I've done all of that except for I need to hang my lights. And so yeah, basically what's left is just doing the DBT workbook and then finishing my site. And then next week, the 11th to 17th, I'm going to make that first pass at increasing productivity, start working on my eating routine, and then continue on doing the mental health work and research. And then the 18th to 24th, I'm going to continue working on the eating routine. I'm thinking that like 2 weeks, because I'll probably front load a bunch of research. I'm also going to be like practicing making meals and stuff. So I figure that 2 weeks will give me a good amount of time to come up, to learn and experiment with a few recipes that kind of meet all my goals for that and can become the basis for my meal planning going forward. And then also then create my routine review system. And so then the 25th through 31st, gonna be continuing to do the mental health work and research, and then start and presumably finish. I'm gonna see how that goes once I start working through it, and if it's best feasible to kind of do it in big chunks or if I need to spread it out. And then start doing my research on accountability and transformative justice. So those are my goals for the rest of the month. Thanks for watching.